you're anything like me, I find working in business day in and day out to be a very challenging experience and very, very exhausting. And as your career builds and you run bigger teams, bigger client engagements, or indeed offices or countries or the regions that your organizations are operating in, quite simply, almost everything you're dealing with is a problem. The problems generally tend to be the same. It's just the amount of money that's involved seems to get bigger and bigger as your career evolves. But the point of my story is to keep performing at your peak, we have to become resilient to the pressures that we have around us. We have to learn ways to keep ourselves fit, highly energized and in the right frame of mind to be able to deliver to those who want things from us or need things from us, whether it be at work or indeed with your family. And it's the story I heard from an air hostess that really changed my whole perspective on this, because I used to think that relaxation was for losers. And then I realized that relaxation is for winners. And it was when the air hostess on that flight that day did the safety demonstration, and she talked about how if the oxygen masks fall down, put the mask on yourself first before turning to a child and helping the child put on their mask. And I said to her afterwards, I said, why? Why do you do that? Why does one have to do that? And she said something like, you know, you need to ensure that you take deliberate oxygen yourself if you are to be at your very best to help those that you care for and those that need something from you. Take deliberate oxygen yourself. And it was from that day onwards that I gave myself permission to find time to relax, or to find time to create environments where I could think better, think more clearly, think in a calmer way. And I'll give you a couple of examples how I do it, and no doubt in your own lives you have many things that you do already, or you'll have many better ideas of what you can do to make sure that you take deliberate oxygen. At work here at STW, our CEO and CFO and I, we call them fresh air sessions, and about once every 3 months we go away for a day and a night out of Sydney into a bit more of a relaxing environment, and we go with a loose agenda and we talk. We talk as we eat, we talk as we run, we talk as we sit in a nice spot looking out at a view. We used to feel guilty about going on those fresh air sessions, but now we feel guilty and negligent if we don't find the time to do them, because we get so much more clarity and such better ideas out of those fresh air sessions. In fact, Mike, our CEO, and I, when we've got a particularly gnarly issue that we're trying to crack, we'll go on a run around the hills here around the Lower North Shore of Sydney, and we will talk about that issue in the fresh air of the run that we do at a lunchtime. In my own private time, I like to go to my third place. I've talked about this before. I think it was a Starbucks invention. You have work, you have home, but where's that third place you go to where you can quietly think about your priorities, think about whether you're focusing on the things that are most important to you. For me now, it's a coffee shop up here in Crow's Nest. That is my third place. Give yourself permission to take in deliberate oxygen, whether it's yoga, whether it's knitting, gardening, charity work, whether it's going on a fresh air session. Find what you need to take deliberate oxygen regularly for your work and for your lives. It will give you clarity, it will give you confidence, it will give you energy. It's been the most powerful change that I've brought into my life over the past 5 years. It's helped my job, it's helped my relationships, and it's helped me continue to learn and grow. Take in deliberate oxygen regularly.